me also welcome Juraj Žiliga. He's a PhD student from Slovakia, and after the assassination of the journalist Jan Kuciak and his girlfriend, he co-organized demonstrations that eventually led to the resignation of the Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico.
Arzu Qeybullayevanin Çixişi.
Papus Ngopet Maleva is an activist from Congo Brazzaville. He opposes the corrupt rule of President Denis Sassou Nguesso and denounces the government's growing ties with the Communist China. And last but not least, let me invite to the podium Rafaela Requesens. She's a student leader from Venezuela who is active in the struggle against the dictatorship of Nicolás Maduro. And Rafaela's brother has been here. He's also an opposition leader, and he has been here at Forum 2000 4 years ago and is now one of the more than 400 countries' political prisoners. As I said, each of these people is from a very different country, but they all have dreams for their country's better future. Therefore, we have asked each of them a simple question. What do I wish for my country? Additionally, after our 4 speakers, when they finish the remarks, we will hear from one more very dear person, an activist from Zimbabwe, Nyaradzo Masheyombe. Nyaradzo, however, will express herself in music. So please welcome our courageous speakers again.
Arzu Qeybullayevanin podyuma davet edipler ve indi çıxış edecek ve deyirlər ki, Azərbaycan üçün nə arzu edersin? Oradaki insanların hərəsi öz ölkəsi üçün nə isə arzu edəcəklər.
These have been tough times for democracy advocates and proponents. We're living in liquid times, trying to stand on moving sands in the world that is full of unprecedented challenges. One of my favorite writers, Elif Shafak, sums it well in a story she shared in one of her recent talks. She mentions this club called Worried and Depressed International Writers Club. Each time its members, who are from countries like Egypt, Turkey, Russia, Venezuela, Nigeria, come together at international events and conferences, Shafak recalls they would smile at each other in sympathy as camaraderie of the doomed. But more recently, explains Shafak, the club has welcomed new members from places like Poland, Hungary, Greece, Austria, France, and United States. Suddenly, there were more of us worried about our nations and the future of our world, explained Shafak in her talk. I might not be a member of that club, but I'm too worried about the future of our country and the world. So here I am, standing in front of you tonight, tasked with a very tough question of what is it that I wish for my own country, Azerbaijan. I love my motherland, but a place I call home has never been mine. It has been in the hands of illiberal politicians exploiting it. These so-called leaders have looted its resources, gained power at the expense of others, and who have turned my motherland into a fiefdom. As a result, Azerbaijan is known for its devastating press freedom record, grave human rights abuses, abducting its journalists and smuggling them back into the country, for money laundering, secret slush funds, and Panama paper leaks. So what can someone like me, who has never had a chance to have a say in the present and the future of my country, wish for it? A chance for free and fair elections, plurality of opinions and voices, ensuring equality and fostering transparency. To me, these are some of the most important pillars of democracy. Now, how to achieve these, that's the hardest part. I think a good place to start would be getting some inspiration from Ambrogio Lorenzetti's 14th century fresco on the allegory of good and bad government. For the sake of time and context, I will focus on the good, because we know all too well how the bad government looks. In the fresco on good government, you see the commune who tells the people that they should be the ones who rule themselves and not by their queens and kings. Surrounding commune are his advisors, justice, and throne looking up at the figure of wisdom who supports the scales of justice, harmony, binding justice to the citizens, and peace. And watching over the Republic is security, with a banner that reads, "Everyone shall go forth freely and without fear." This is how I imagine Azerbaijan, a nation freed of a tyrant, guided by justice, who at present sits in shackles at the feet of our leadership, where civic ideals and plurality of opinions are celebrated rather than perish in prisons, where civil society is vibrant and where a nation isn't governed by fear, but by solidarity and freedom. Thank you.